Browns fans are calling for the team to fire head coach Kevin Stefanski, specifically, though, for his treatment of Shedeur Sanders. Many fans believe Stefanski is not giving Shedeur a fair chance to succeed in Cleveland, especially after the team just lost and now is 1-7. What's your take on here, man?
Shev's a former Brown, Smitty. Shev's a former Brown.
Here's my take on it. You know, the Browns, they shouldn't have drafted Shedeur unless they're going to play the kid. I mean, here's the deal. Like, to me, I thought Shedeur was a second-round grade. That's how I looked at him. I didn't think he was a first-round pick, but I thought he was a second-round pick for sure in my mind.
We all did.
Once you draft Gabriel, in the third round, you're not going to play Shedeur over Gabriel. I mean, that's the investment they made in Dillon Gabriel. But if it was my team, I'm starting Shedeur Sanders. I saw Shedeur play. Shedeur is a stud, man.
Yes.
The kid can play. The kid can spin it. He's got great touch. He's got great football IQ.
All that.
I'm starting that kid. Or you trade the kid. Like, trade the kid. You know what I mean? Like, someone could have traded for him. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. It's the typical Browns, right? Can't win.
The Browns.
You know, it is what it is, man. They've made a mockery of the quarterback position over the last 15 years. And, like, you know, I never like to talk bad about head coaches, but man, like, I would play Shedeur, man, give him an opportunity to play. But
I agree with you, Coach Shev. I think you said it beautifully. JB, what are your thoughts? You agree with Coach Shev, right?
I don't agree. But here's the thing. Here's the issue. I think, like, it's hard to say, Shev, you grasp the concept. You don't draft two mid-round guys if you had a guy. That's the issue. That's why I think this was all just because they still have a guy on the payroll that they can't get rid of who's going to come back into Deshaun Watson. That's the only reason, in my opinion, they drafted two guys. And I think they had a fifth-round draft on them. And they were like, listen, we took a third and a fifth. That doesn't make sense as an organization, number one. And number two, I think that Stefanski, you know better than anything. I think he's a two-time coach of the year, by the way, which you can argue that all you want. But the end of the day is I think he knows what's going on in the day-to-day. And there's a reason. I don't think he's just playing the kid wrong. Like, if he's doing the job in practice, I think he'd be starting by now, no?
Well, I think it goes back to, and I saw the owner for the Browns make a comment about Shedeur that basically was the GM's pick. So when the owner comes out and says that, he flat out says, "Hey, it wasn't my pick; it was the GM's pick." So here's what I think went on. This is a National Football League. This is not college. So when you draft a guy in the third round and you draft a guy in the fifth round, they're going to give Dillon every chance to fail.
Yep.
And they've only given him a couple starts. And so they're going to probably start him a couple more games. And I think at some point, Shedeur is going to start. At some point this season, he will start. And I think he's honestly the better player, in my opinion. But we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I agree with everything Coach Shev said. That was beautiful. Ending to your segment.
No doubt.
I love what you're doing, with your team, man. 5 straight wins. Let's finish it. Let's get that 6th one. And let's get the team in the playoffs, y'all. By the way, I like the hoodie, of course. You know I always give comments on the hoodie. I
always look clean, man.
Clean. Pure.
Smitty, who's Let's?
Let's make it happen.
Huh?
Smitty's on our team too, bro. He's on our team, man.
Oh, now it's love. Oh, it's all love.
Just supporting the homies, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, Shev, if you need any, like, quarters beaters, I'll send you.
I saw Smitty called you out, bro. He's like, "Hey, quarters coverage, JB, throw on the post."
Coach Shev was cracking up on Twitter.
I'm laughing, dude.
Hey, Shev, I'm gonna send you Mina's number, though. I'll send you Mina's number after the show if you want to get any quarter beaters, and I'll send you Cam Newton's number and Kurt Warner and Orlovsky. But anyway,
everybody going to JB right now.
Much love, man. Much love, man. It's good for business, Shev. We'll see you next week after a big win on the road at West Alabama, getting the playoffs. I'm going to keep retweeting it too. Get this committee. I know how the D2 committee was because we were 8-2 at Fort Hays when I was a junior, and we got left out.
I'm telling you, it's interesting, man.
And that was the RMAC. That was the RMAC before they went to the MIAA. So obviously the conference mattered because the RMAC was looked at as, we had at the time Colorado Mines was shitty. Now they're good. But Mesa and Shadron and Kearney and all those guys. And it was crazy. We got left out. But I know how that regional shit works. So
no doubt, man.